Hello YouTube, Baraki3 here, back with another kicking comic book collection update. Alright, for today's comic book haul, I have less than I thought I would, because, you see, I got Batman here, and I didn't... Well, you see, I went to pick up issue 18, and the comic shop, there was something wrong with their order. Their supplier, instead of sending them this week's comics, sent them last week's comics again. So, I don't know what's up with that. But they didn't have Batman 18 or Age of Ultron Book 2. So I have both those coming. Don't worry, I'll show them to you soon. But they're just not here now. And there was a Batman graphic novel that I didn't get. Just because I couldn't find it. But I'll find it. And if I can't find it in the store I want to find it in, then I'll get it from a different place. Because I have a gift card, so. But yeah, before this, at the comic shop, there was a local Athens artist doing a book signing for his new graphic novel that just came out. But he also had some of his other works there. And there was this little book I got that I was holding off on, but that I had wanted to get. And I picked it up. It's this little Kaiju Fabet book. And it's Godzilla, Gamera, and Ultraman making your alphabet fun. Yeah, I know lots of my viewers are Kaiju fans and stuff, so I actually had him sign this. See, Joey Weiser, check him out. Drew me a little Hedora. But check him out. There's this website down there. It's tragicplanet.com. Well, and this is only $2, so check it out, for real. Check him out. He went to SCAD and stuff. We chatted. Big Super Sentai fan and everything. But yeah, it's a pretty cool little book. Just a bunch of little drawings. Excuse me. But yeah, now to the actual comics, since I know this is what you guys want. Alright, first up, we got Batman issue 17. Death of the Family, the conclusion to Death of the Family. I thought it was a little disappointing, and I'll tell you why when I get to another comic. But all in all, it was a good story, and I enjoyed it. So, yeah. Next up, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Micro Series number 1, featuring Twilight Sparkle. And I was like, I don't know if I'll pick this up, but I got this cool cover art. And it was good. It wasn't like as good as the regular series. It's just like one of the, you know, mid-season kind of help someone out with a problem episode kind of comics. But it was well written and everything. They just love packing pop culture references in these too. I mean, they just love it. But this cover is pretty funny because it's Spike reading Twilight's fan fiction. I think it's pretty funny. So, yeah, pretty cool. Check it out. Especially if you love ponies. And then Superior SpiderMan number 4. I really enjoyed this comic. I'm enjoying this series more than I thought I would, to be honest. But I do like it. I like the Superior Spider-Man. It's going well. It is going well. So, yeah. Got Massacre up in here. Pretty cool. And then Godzilla number 10, cover art by, yeah, you guessed it, Bob Eggleton. I mean, you can just look at it and tell it's Bob Eggleton. But, yeah, it's Godzilla blasting Gigan, so it's a nice little change up from his regular cover arts, which are usually just two kaiju kind of standing there. But, yeah, it looks really nice, and I can't wait for the new Godzilla series that's coming out. It's going to be like, kind of like Godzilla Legends, but a continuous series, art by Matt Frank. Yeah, you heard that. It's going to be pretty cool. That starts in June, so be sure to check that out, because it's going to be awesome. I'm sure. But yeah. And then Scarlet Spider number 14. Yeah, this was a cool comic. Wow, quite a big change. I don't know what to think, but I can't really tell you what to think until I pick up the next issue. I don't know if it's out yet or not. I gotta go check my subscription box because I didn't do that when I was at the comic shop. I didn't check. So, yeah, it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, check it out. Freaky cover art. The spiders crawling all over Kane. It's nastiness. And then I finally picked it up. I finally got The Amazing Spider-Man issue 700. I missed out on it. Like the one time I couldn't go to the comic shop was when it came out, and then I missed it because people, you know, just grabbed it up. But I found it, They reprinted this variant edition with this cool cover art of Doc Ock, like swinging webs and stuff. Big comic. And it only cost me like $8, so I'm down with that. I mean, I have a friend who paid $20 for cover art A of the first printing, which, you know, wasn't really bad at the time. So yeah, really glad I have it. And then check this out, My Little Pony Friendship is Magic #4. This was an amazing comic. One of the best comics, if not the best comic, I picked up in the last month. I mean, it was spectacular. It really was. The story was great. I loved this first story arc. It concluded the first story arc, and it was really, really good. Like, crazy good. I loved it. I really loved it. It was magnificent. IDW just knows what they're doing. And, you know, this is a great universe to work with. And they're doing it justice so far. It's actually better than the TV show so far. I love it. I am loving it. So, yeah. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, issue 4. Check it out. Really spectacular. Highly recommended. Oh, and look what we have here. The Superior Spider-Man #5. Well, well, well. He looks pretty angry, and he has a gun. What could be happening here? Blowing a hole through his webs and stuff. It was actually a pretty intense comic. Like, through the whole thing, I felt like Doc Ock was finally getting the hang of being Spider-Man, and then, you know, he just turned that right around. So, it was intense. It was pretty intense. As I said a second ago, I'm really loving this series. It's like every other week we get one of these, so nice. Really nice. And then Age of Ultron Book 1. I have been waiting for this thing for what feels like forever, because they had that little prequel book thing from frickin' Free Comic Book Day like a year or two ago. And I've just been waiting and waiting and waiting for Age of Ultron, and it's finally here. Age of Ultron Book 1. And the next issue of Superior Spider-Man is going to be a tie-in. Ooh, a tie-in. But yeah, look at this. Oh, look at that sucker. It's all shiny. Got just piles and piles of dead heroes. I mean, they go all the way back there. It's insane. You can see Hawkeye's reflection in him. You see that right there? See, he's charging at Hawkeye. Oh, man. This is a very nice cover. Very intense. I mean, it's just issue 1, so I can't really tell you what I think of the event so far, but it is nice. This is a cool looking series, and Ultron's my favorite villain, as most of you know, because I probably said it like 1,000 times, but really, just spectacular. And then Batman Incorporated #8. In this issue of Batman Incorporated, Damian Wayne met his end. Yes, Robin is dead, everyone. Damian Wayne is dead, but he was made with the intention of being killed off in the first place, but fans liked him so much that they kept him around. Of course, I always thought he was kind of an arrogant little shit, but hey, he was good at being Robin. Of course, Tim Drake's always my favorite Robin. But I mean, this is going to be affecting all the Batman comics real heavily. Pick this up if you can. Yesterday, I saw it for like $25, going for $25 at the comic shop. Thankfully, I picked up mine like the week of, so it was like, or maybe it was the week after. I think it was the week after, because I was like, no, I'm not going to get it, and then I thought, wow, this is really going to affect my Batman comic. So, yeah, here he is. I picked him up for, it was still $3, which is good. I'm glad it stayed $3. Nah, then it shut up after I purchased it. But I didn't really understand too much of what was going on, because, you know, I haven't been reading Batman Incorporated. Maybe I'll pick up the past few issues just to see what happened, but the graphic novel will be out soon, and the graphic novel will probably be the first 7 issues, so I'll just get the graphic novel. No point in buying all the issues. But, yeah, this looks like it might be a highly collectible comic, so pick it up if you want. I mean, it's really just your choice. But if you're reading a Batman comic, like any of the Batman comics, I suggest picking it up because it's going to affect it. It's going to affect it. So, And then finally, Before Watchmen, Rorschach number 4. The reason I couldn't find it was because it wasn't out yet, and I never bothered to check if it was out yet. It just felt like it had been so long since number 3 came out that it should have been out. But yeah, Before Watchmen, Rorschach 404. Not my favorite comic series ever. Even for a miniseries. I mean, sometimes I think miniseries are better than the actual ongoing series. Because they're just like, we only want this one story, let's focus on this one story, and then we can just give everything we have to this one thing. But, I didn't enjoy this too much. I think it would have been better if they could have just picked one villain. I mean, in this comic, Rorschach, like in the whole series, Rorschach was trying to take down this gang leader and a serial killer at the same time. If they would have just picked one, it would have been better. I think they should have just stuck with the serial killer and just done like a mystery story with the serial killer, and then it would have been good. Because he mostly just focused on the gang leader, and the serial killer was just kind of side there. I think the gang leader should have not been there, and that he should have just focused on the serial killer. That's how I think it should have gone down. But let me give you a peek at the cover art and stuff, you know. It's just whatever, it's Watchmen. But yeah, I'm kind of glad it's over. Don't have to put any more money into this. I got this for really cheap, actually. It was sold to me cheaper than the actual asking price. Not sure why. Well, you see, I'd heard there was a comic book store in this little town, and I was like, I might as well visit it, check it out, see what it's like. And then it wasn't there, because I was told there was one in a location, and that was wrong, but it was somewhere else. I found it. And I got this from there, and it was cheaper. I don't know if that was like a, hey, first time I've seen this guy, let's try to get him to come here more often kind of thing, or what. But he also gave me a free bag. Of course, he didn't give me a free board, so I had to just put it in my own bag and board, but whatever. And this next thing will probably surprise you guys a bit. Red Lanterns Volume 2. Yeah, you guys remember, if you've been following these for a while, you remember when I used to follow Red Lanterns, like right when the New 52 started? Yeah, well, I didn't think it was very good. But people, after I stopped, after issue 7, were like, it's good now, you gotta check it out, it's getting better, check it out. And I was all like, no, I can't. It's not good, I'm not gonna keep buying it. But then this graphic novel came out, and it was like, pretty cheap for all the stuff that's in it. And it also includes an issue of Stormwatch that ties in. So it threw a tie-in issue in there, which I thought was a good idea. And I figured, what the hey, I'll do it. And at some point in here, they changed artists, and that was a bad move. Bad move. Ooh, the art looks way worse than it did before. Art looked great before, and then they changed it, and it was terrible. Terrible. But, yeah, what issues does this contain? Let's take a gander. Oh, Red Lanterns, Death of the Red Lanterns, issues 8 through 12, and Stormwatch, issue 9. Huh. Nice. So it's got 5 issues of Red Lanterns and an issue of Stormwatch. So 6 issues in all for like $17. I'm fine with that. Nice graphic novel. I'll also probably pick up the next one as well. Just because my roommate and I have been reading The Third Army, Rise of the Third Army, which is over now, and now we're in the First Lantern. But, you know, this tied in, so I figure I might as well pick up the next graphic novel as well, just so I can get the tie-in thing straight. Because it didn't really seem like it was such a big deal at first, and then, like, the Red Lanterns were in control of the Manhunters, and I was like, what the hey? Yeah. Now let's do a recap. Got the Red Lanterns graphic novel, Volume 2, Rorschach Before Watchmen, number 4, Batman Incorporated, number 8. Oh, I didn't tell you what I wanted to tell you. What I was going to say is, I think they should have killed him off in Death of the Family. Because they built up Death of the Family like it was going to be some big-ass thing, and it was just going to They should have killed someone. They should have killed someone. And if they were going to kill off Damian Wayne anyways, why not do it then? They could have easily gotten away with it in that storyline because the Joker was repeating several of his old crimes, and what better crime to repeat than killing Robin? Come on. That would have worked out great. That would have worked out great. I mean, I know they've been building up to this for 8 issues, but still, you could have done it, and you should have done it in Batman. You should have had a different storyline for this, and you should have done it in Batman at the end of Death of the Family. Someone needed to die. I mean, Death of the Family, still an accurate title, because none of them really trusted each other and wanted to be around each other afterwards. Like, it kind of broke up the family almost, even though they'll still work together and stuff. It's kind of hard to explain. You might have to read it to understand the metaphor, but he should have died there. That would have been so much better. But yeah, okay, back on the recap. Age of Ultron Book 1, finally. Superior Spider-Man number 5. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic number 4. Probably my favorite comic in this entire haul. Not even joking, it was that good. The Amazing Spider-Man number 700. Scarlet Spider 14. Yeah, I love Spider-Man. Godzilla number 10. The Superior Spider-Man number 4. My Little Pony Micro Series number 1. And Death of the Family Batman issue 17. So yeah, that's it for this haul, you guys. If you want to see more stuff, just subscribe, rate, comment, and subscribe. Also, rate, comment, and subscribe to my main channel, which you can find at in the link below. Also in the link below, there's links to our Facebook and to our Twitter. We'll follow you back, snitches. So check us out there. And yeah, lots of cool stuff. So rate, comment, and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next collection update, which will probably be an action figure collection update. So yeah, that's it, you guys, and I will see you all later.